Hey, Happy New Year, everybody. Jim from Jim's Holiest of Coleus. 2023 is it. That's it. We're done. Of course, you know 2024, you know what I'm thinking. The next crop. I'm really excited this year. You know, this is going on 10 years now, and I think I'm more excited this year. I think I said that last year too, but I guess it's incremental, I guess. So I'm really excited. Look at this beautiful rose Kong jitters. It's really a jitters, but it's got a rose Kong. This is really beautiful. I'm glad I saved. I'm glad I didn't sell it. I'm glad I saved it. So beautiful overwintered Coleus. I don't have many overwintered Coleus. The Saturn Kong Sprite. I guess that's a Kong Sprite combination. This thing's actually, it really needs to be repotted, and we'll worry about that in the spring, but this thing is really going crazy. I trimmed it a little bit, but it's really going nuts. It's got a little Saturn's rings. You can see the Saturn's rings have very wide, very wide green with a thin edge, but really beautiful overwintered Coleus. So looking forward to 2024. Again, I still have about 15-20 packs of seeds on my eBay listing. Head over to Jim's Coleus on eBay, get some seeds, get it ready, because before you know it, we're going to be starting our seeds. I got my Jiffy Pod trays all ready to go. I got 3 here. These are 50s. You know, you can get them online. I got these on sale actually at Ferry Morse. They were like half price, so I bought a whole bunch of them. But I was actually at Home Depot yesterday to pick up some bone meal and some insect spray soap for the upcoming, and also for my clementine tree. I'm giving it a little bit of shot of the insect spray soap. I pretty much eliminated a great number of those flying gnats, the annoying flying gnats. So got them under control, and but I needed the spray soap anyway. I was out of it, so I was figured, I'm at Home Depot, need to pick up some things. Got the spray soap, bone meal. I'm ready to go. This year I also purchased for the first time an arrow garden, so I got that all set up, ready to go. I never tried one of these, so I'm sort of excited to get this going. I just don't know where I'm going to really put it because it needs to be plugged in. I'm sure I have a spot. I have an idea. I'm going to probably put it in because these germinate and grow much faster than the other ones. I'm probably going to wait until I get the racks inside. If those of you following along, you know I always bring some racks in here in anticipation for when I separate my Coleus seeds and put them into little pots, the nursery pots. I put them out on this rack here because we've got beautiful southern exposure, get lots of sun here, and my Coleus do really well here, which is a reason why these are doing so well. They don't grow as fast as the summertime and so forth, but with this exposure here during the daytime, we get an awful lot of light, so they still look very vibrant. But up close, they're a little bit thin, which is what you can expect for overwinter Coleus. I'm not actively fertilizing them. I did put some Job's plant food spikes in there, so that's about the extent of the fertilizer. And I'm not using the Miracle Grow mixed fertilizer that I use in the spring and summer. It's keeping it healthy, and just got to keep a watch on the water. The problem with Coleus indoors, especially here, I have a heat register, it gets dry really fast. They love, they don't like to be dry, so you got to be careful and really keep track of your Coleus. Make sure you water it enough. Every once in a while, I'll bring it to the sink and let it run through. Make sure, because at this point, this is an older Coleus. This thing is root bound, I'm sure. I'm certain of it. It's root bound, so we want to make sure all of the roots get water. And just occasional watering stuff, you're not going to get the roots. Sort of like how you mentioned this in videos before. when you water your grass, you don't want to, you don't want to put your sprinklers on for 5 minutes. You want to make sure that the water goes down deep, so the roots go down deep looking for water, and that's how you make a nice, thick, strong field of grass or lawn, is by getting deep, sustained, roots, a nice deep root system. So same thing applies to your Coleus. So, but this is doing really well. I'm still losing some leaves. They're going to molt. That's normal. Doesn't mean your plant's dying. You're going to lose leaves. It's going to look a little leggy. It's going to get washed out. So, but just keep them going. Put a couple of some fertilizer pellets, time release. Food spikes are really good. Water, and just make sure it gets lots of light. That's probably the most important thing. You want to get as much light. And wintertime here, of course, days 4 o'clock, 4:30, it starts to get dark. A lot of cloudy days also. It's going to affect your Coleus. If you have an area and you want to put your LED grow light on, go right ahead. But I kind of let them, I don't at this point. I just kind of let it go with nature, and it's doing fine. Most of my indoor Coleus do pretty well. Again, I don't keep a lot of indoor Coleus over the winter. Okay, so if you're new to my channel, follow along. Head over to my Jim's Coleus eBay listing. I have Coleus seeds. I give you about 7 varieties of Coleus seeds. I have the varieties listed. Not each variety will be in every pack, but I make sure you get plenty of seeds. If you want to follow along here, along with your purchase, you get me, and I'll guide you through the season how to grow your Coleus. Make sure the #1 reason why people's Coleus seeds don't germinate is because they don't plant the Coleus seeds the correct way. Okay, doing a Morris Animal Foundation fund drive this month, and it's doing really well. Actually, today's the last, actually it ends the first week of January, but I expect to hit my $100 mark. So anyway, get some seeds, follow along here, Jim's Holistic Coleus, and I'll teach you I'll give you everything you need, whether you're going to use Jiffy Pods, or if you're going to use, you just have a couple of pots you want to just make Coleus, make up a Coleus. Say you have a couple of these pots or whatever, you want to get some seed starter mix or potting soil or whatever. I'll teach you how to grow a pot of Coleus, and it's a great thing. So Jim's Coleus on eBay. Follow along now through the season, right through the fall, and well, beautiful, beautiful Coleus all season 2024. So happy New Year, everybody. Looking forward to starting my crop. As I mentioned, one of my Instagram posts on Facebook, over the years I experimented. One year I had I sowed about, I remember early on, I sowed about 1,000 Coleus, and it was way too much for me to handle. I don't know how I did it, but I did. And at that time I was doing a flea market like 2 times a week, and it was a lot. But I did sell a lot of Coleus, but it was too much for one person. So anyway, I average around 400 or 500 Coleus. Again, it's still a lot for me, but I experimented over the years. Some years one year I sowed my Coleus seeds as early as Christmas. And for me here in New Jersey, seeing now especially that I have my farmer's market, I don't start until June, it didn't really make a difference. I didn't see any practical benefit to starting them in December. It actually was made a little difficult for me because I had a lot of overgrown Coleus in nursery pots here for a longer period of time. So that was a little too early. Last year, I think I started them a bit too late. I started them towards the end of February. That was a little too late. And also the weather wasn't great last year. So those combination things didn't do well, and had some issues. I didn't know what was going on. Bad year last year. If you're following along, you know I've mentioned it a few times. 2024 hopefully will not. I'm going to go back to my earlier traditions of what I used to do when I first started. But in general, over the years, I experimented at starting my Coleus seeds at different times, and I think the optimal time for me here in New Jersey is the end of January. So third week of January, I'm going to start one tray, and then the week later, I'm going to start another tray. I have 3 trays actually, and then again, I have that Aero Garden. The Aero Garden I'm going to start a little later because they grow much faster. So, but I've never used one, so I'm really excited to start some Coleus, and I'm definitely going to start some peppers. I love bell peppers, so I'm going to start my bell peppers also in the Aero Garden. I have some basil, so I'm not sure about what I'm going to do with that. I'm almost tempted to grow a bunch of basil to sell at the farmer's market, but I don't want to really do that because the farmers that I sell along with, they sell basil too. So I don't want to get into their territory and start taking business away from them. It's not my intent. And plus, it's Jim's holiest of Coleus, some holy Coleus. So I don't want to get too far off the trail. So I'm going to start my Coleus towards the end of January, and I think that'll be really, really good. Hopefully, we'll get a nice, bright, late winter, early spring. It'll be nice and bright, and we'll get these Coleus growing. I have a good amount of seeds. I have some special seeds for myself that I'm really looking forward to growing this year. So follow along here, follow with me, grow some Coleus along with me. I can show you all the different pointers. I have about 400 videos you can go back on and look over. And you know, you can watch. I have years of videos, and I promise you, and you don't have to have a green thumb, you don't have to be a horticulturalist. I promise you, they're so easy and fun to grow. So take a look at my videos, and this year again, I will create videos as we go, as I sow the seeds and how I decide how many I'm going to do. And that's the most difficult thing is how many of each particular variety I'm going to sow. Like this jitters. I love this jitters, and I'll grow a lot of jitters because I love them. And also, not every jitter seed that I plant will come out in this particular color scheme. There's just natural cross-pollinations and so forth. I mean, they're jitters Coleus. Some of them will be thinner, they may not have as much pink, but if I grow a lot of them, when I say a lot, I'll grow about 120. I'm almost guaranteed to get at least a few of these, and hopefully more of these, because these are really, really beautiful. So I'm really looking forward to it. So get your Jiffy Pods ready. Try Ferry Morse online, Ferry Morse. See if they still have the sale going. You can buy a whole bunch of these Jiffy trays. They come in 4-packs, I think, or 6-packs, 8-packs, 10-packs, 25, 36, up to 72. So if you're just a homeowner, you want to grow 12 or 15 Coleus, they have that too. So, or you can go to Home Depot or Lowe's. They have them. Actually, I was there yesterday. They had a whole bunch of Jiffy Pods all ready to go. So head over there, use the Jiffy Pod system. They're really, really good. Makes it a lot of fun. So Happy New Year, everybody. 2024. Can't believe it. And 2024 is an extra special year for me because I'm retiring at the end of the year. My official retirement date is February of 2025, but you know what that means. I mean, once January comes and so forth, it's just going through the motions of things. But I've been in law enforcement for 35 years in different capacities, 35 years total. But I've been with the New Jersey Turnpike Authority for over 25 years. So it's time for me to retire. I'm bittersweet about it. I know I need to retire now. It's difficult work now. I've been doing it a long time, but I know I'm going to miss it greatly because it's all I know besides Coleus. It's what I've done since I'm 15, basically. I've different capacity. All right, so Happy New Year, 2024. Stay tuned right here. I'll be posting videos soon on how I start my Coleus seeds. So if you're not sure how to use these Jiffy Pods, the instructions are really easy. If you're not used to using the Jiffy Pods, the instructions on it are very, very clear. It's very simple to do, but I'll be posting videos on how I do it and how to actually sow Coleus seeds in these pods as opposed to seed starter mix. I'll touch on that as well. So 2024 Jim's Holiest of Coleus. So again, head over to Jim's Coleus on eBay, get some Coleus seeds. I got about 15-20 packs, a little more possibly. Get your Coleus seeds, get ready to go. Just put them in a cold, dark closet or a refrigerator. Don't freeze them. Refrigerator, and they'll be fine. They're enclosed anyway, but you're sure you want to open them up and take a look at them. But again, six varieties, really beautiful, colorful varieties, unusual varieties, plenty of seeds for yourself and maybe to give to friends or family, or to save for next year, or what have you. So again, shout out to those of you out there who've purchased seeds from me this year again, who've purchased repeat buyers. Thank you very, very much. Appreciate you supporting. I had one. I wish I could get the name off the top of my head, but it was really cute email. Like, I don't need any more seeds. I have plenty of seeds, but I really want to support you, especially with my Wounded Warriors. So they purchased some extra two or three packs off of me, and they didn't really need them, but you can always, Coleus seeds last 5 years, so they could store them, keep them in a refrigerator or a cool, dark closet. They're good for a few years. But I appreciate the repeat business. I really do. Follow along, and plus it's neat when I get pictures from people who grow the Coleus from my seeds. It's sort of me looking at my children. So, all right. So happy New Year, everybody! Thanks for watching, and we'll stay tuned here. Jim's Holiest Coleus. We got lots of Coleus to grow 2024. Take care, everyone. Happy New Year.